You know that feeling when you reach down at the end of the day and your ankles look different from how they looked this morning. That fullness, that density, that heaviness that settles into the lower leg and spreads the longer you stay on your feet. You have probably tried putting your feet up, maybe a warm bath. Maybe you have quietly started accepting it as something that just comes with getting older. Here is what I need you to know before anything else. Your legs are not doing this because you are old. They are doing this because of something very specific that happens during the day. And once you understand what that something is, you will understand exactly why this protocol works the way it does. Inside your veins, there are tiny one-way valves. Their entire job is to push blood back up from your feet toward your heart. Every time your calf muscle contracts, it squeezes the blood upward. That squeeze is your body's built-in pump. Here is where things change after 50. Most women sit significantly more, a desk, a car, a sofa after dinner, and every hour of sitting is an hour that pump is completely inactive. The fluid that your body should have been moving upward all day has nowhere to go. So it settles, into the ankles, into the lower leg, into the skin that feels tight by 6 in the evening. That is your swelling, that is your heaviness, and it is not permanent. It is the result of a pump that stopped working during the day, which means switching the pump back on in the evening changes everything. But before the protocol itself, there is something I want to name. Because most women do things in the evening that feel like relief and are actually making this worse. A hot bath feels deeply comforting after a heavy day. What it does to the veins is the opposite of helpful. Heat dilates them at exactly the moment they need tone. The relief is real for about 30 minutes. Then the swelling often comes back heavier than before. Sitting on the sofa, with legs bent and feet on the floor for 2 or 3 hours after dinner, keeps the pump silent while gravity works directly against it. And a high-salt dinner holds fluid in the tissue overnight. The puffiness that greets you in the morning usually started at the dinner table the night before. None of these are things most people connect to heavy, swollen legs, but they matter as much as anything in the protocol. Here is what actually works. And I want you to stay with me through this, because there is something toward the end of this section that most women who try leg relief routines get completely wrong. And it is probably the reason nothing has worked consistently for you so far. Start with a 10-minute walk after dinner, not for fitness, not for steps, specifically to wake the calf pump back up after the longest sitting period of your day. Walk 30 to 60 minutes after eating, slowly and intentionally, 10 minutes. This catches the fluid while it is still movable before it fully settles into the lower leg tissue. Now while you are sitting in the evening, and I know you are sitting because we all are, try this in your chair. Press your toes toward the floor, then pull them back up toward your shin, 30 times. Slow ankle circles, 10 each direction. Then spread your toes wide and squeeze them together, 10 times. That takes 4 minutes. It can be done in any chair watching anything, and it keeps the pump working without you leaving the room. When you are ready to wind down for the evening, get onto your bed on your back. Place one pillow under your lower calves specifically, not under your knees, under the lower calves. This lifts the lower leg while keeping everything else completely relaxed. Stay there for 10 minutes. While you are there, flex and point your feet slowly and alternately 30 times. Then just rest. You are using gravity to do what your pump was supposed to do all day. Let it work. After you sit back up, go to the bathroom sink. Pour cool water just below room temperature over your ankles and calves for 30 seconds. Not ice, not a contrast shower, just gentle cool water. This helps the surface veins recover their tone after hours of gravitational pressure. Pat dry and leave it. Now, here is the thing most women get wrong. And it is why every leg relief routine they try seems to work once and then stops delivering results. They do this protocol right before bed. When you activate circulation and drain fluid from your legs immediately before sleeping, your kidneys process that fluid during the night. You wake 2 or 3 times, sleep breaks, and in the morning you feel worse than your legs did. So you stop doing the protocol thinking it failed. Do this between 7 and 9 in the evening, 2 to 3 hours before sleep. The fluid redistributes while you are still awake and moving. Your kidneys do their work during your waking hours. You go to bed with genuinely calmer legs, and you wake up rested. That one timing detail is more valuable than any single exercise in this entire protocol. Remember it. Here is what your body will show you when you do this every evening without skipping. In the first 3 days, the heaviness will begin arriving later. Instead of hitting at 5 in the afternoon, it starts at 7. That shift in timing is your first real sign the protocol is working inside your body. By the end of the first week, the puffiness that used to still be visible when you woke up in the morning will begin to reduce. In weeks 2 and 3, the swelling will be less severe and shorter-lived through the day. If you have any diagnosed vein condition or take medication that affects circulation, please speak with your healthcare provider before starting. Knowing this without doing it tonight is just information, and information sitting in your head does not help your legs. So here is what happens now. After dinner tonight, walk for 10 minutes. While you sit this evening, do the ankle sequence in your chair. Before you settle in for the night, set up the elevation position for 10 minutes. That is your first complete session. Done. Tell me in the comments whether your swelling is worse by midday or by evening. Your answer shapes exactly what I build next on this channel for you. Share this with someone whose legs bother her at the end of every day. And subscribe to Better Life Daily because your body after 50 deserves real answers and real results. Your legs have been carrying you for over 50 years. Give them 15 minutes tonight.